So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Senhoras e senhores, sejam bem-vindos à partida de hoje.
So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays. I mean, people describe him as a little eccentric, and truth be told, he is at times, but I think we need that in the modern game. We need our characters, we need our big personalities, and I'm glad we've got one here.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. So off we go then. Now it's Messi. Over to the left. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Bellingham. And here's Neymar. Bellingham! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, that is really good tenacity. That has been knocked clear. And they've got a throw. That's good play. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Out to the right. Here's the return pass. Mbappe. Paredes. Now it's Giroud. Costa Curta.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Neymar. Now it's Perez. Aimed beyond the defence. Cortez with a fine tackle. Distributed tidily. Now it's Mbappe. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Van Dijk. Still goalless at the moment. Paredes. And it's Palmer. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Will play through for the wide man. Here's a corner, good chance. They've played it short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Mbappe. Costa Curta was in no mood for any of that. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Neymar gets into a good position. Played in. Rudiger attempts a clearance. Great ball, and he's in here. And a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Mbappe, and here's the chance to counter. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bellingham does well to get it back. Now it's Kane. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's surging through. And Messi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Messi plays it short. And this is takes a shot! Danger averted for now. Great vision. Perez receives it in a wide position. Kane! And they've got rid. Oh, nice touch. Ball driven towards big header! And he's there to belt it away. And he's had it nicked away. Drives it in. Shot a goal! There it is!
Gol marcado pelo jogador aos 34 minutos do primeiro tempo pelo jogador, camisa 11, Neymar.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Kane. Played into space. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Palmer. Neymar.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Played in. Oh, what has happened here? That's a throw. Shot, surely! And he's really put himself on the line here. And it's been taken short. Played in by... He rises! He will be livid with himself.
Foram
Neymar.
indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
For Palmer. Now it's Neymar. He's onside. Plays it across. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. reflections on the first half?
Jamaica merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
Jamaica leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. That's the start of another 45 minutes. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Driving through the middle. Big chance, corner. Smashing header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Bellingham is offering a right smile there.
It's a really well-measured ball. Mbappe. And it's Messi. Out to the left it goes.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Mbappe picks it up out wide. Mbappe had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Kane. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Picked out brilliant, goes for a shot! Really well taken goal. And again they hit the front. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Camisa 15.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's Perez! Palmer. Neymar. And it's Paredes. Now it's Palmer. He's found a way through. Palmer cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Van Dijk. Bellingham. Nicely spread. Messi. Bellingham. And the shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Vasco da Gama can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Messi under intense pressure.
Well, recognising the need to reduce his influence isn't guaranteed.
Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Pires actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Costa Curta. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And they can counter here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vasco da Gama making consecutive changes here. Well, now this is some substitution. Almost surreal, you've got to feel.
Well, just listen to the reception, Peter. I think that says everything.
Cortez. Just about up to 75 minutes. Played out towards the right wing. Now Mbappe. Tries to dink it through.
Vasco da Gama really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Costa Curta. Now it's Messi. Pinches it off him. Cortez. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Out of play for a goal kick. Jamaica choosing to make the first change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Vardiol. Perez looking understandably energised after his goal. And it's Kane. Now it's Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Cassio breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. That'll be a throw. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Neymar. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Neymar.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And it's Messi. That's a good ball out wide. Delivery from Mbappe. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Teremos 5 minutos de acréscimo.
5 minutes to add. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Neymar. Tries to play it through. Bellingham. He's looking wide.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Looking to play him in. Oh, super ball. And it's made its way to him. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's that, the end. Jamaica proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Neymar voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Jamaica perfectly played the hosts and the crowd. They set up to frustrate and stifle, but they were relentless whenever the opportunity presented itself at the other end. A cracking away day.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And now, lining up for Jamaica, number 12, Martinez. Number 5, Van Dijk. Number 37, Van de Ven. Number 6, Costa Curta.
So we're up and running. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Oh, well played, well played. There's the crossfield ball, and it's Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Camavinga gets into a good position. Hazard. Camavinga has it out wide and in space. Messi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's a throw. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Perez. Abe. Jamaica appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. Bellingham. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Neymar. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Camavinga did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Camavinga providing an outlet on that flank. Out of play for a throw. Hazard. Now it's Messi. He's got away. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Spain ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Abe. Now it's Neymar. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. No, that's been intercepted. Abe. Pass is just off target. Azar. And it's Valverde. He's in a great position here. Camavinga. Looking to play him in. Now there's Messi! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Messi. That'll be a corner. Van Dijk with the clearance. Looking to go deep. And he's taking no chances there. Tries to pass it through. Oh, such a clever touch. Nice control. Drill. Can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Fernandez does really well to win the ball there. Valverde. Here's Kane. Over to the left. Messi. Bellingham. Abe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Defending of the desperate variety. And he thumps it clear. Not much subtlety about that challenge. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone.
There's the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Costa Curta defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Neymar. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Messi pulls short. He is just caressing the ball. And it's hoisted clear. Searching pass he's played there. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Bellingham, nicely spread. Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. And Messi! Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Driving forward. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Hazard. Now it's Mbappe.
The attendance for this
On the
match
through ball.
was 81,007.
Oh, that's well spotted. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Van Dijk. And it's Camavinga. And Hazard. Not the most accurate pass. Now, can they get him away? Messi receives it in a wide position. Hazard. Mbappe. Bellingham kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Perez. Perez going face-to-face with his great rival.
Perez really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Kane. Ball's played through. Perez in acres of space out wide. Ball played through for the wide man. Kane! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Costa Curta. And it's Abe. It's Bellingham. Perez. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
It's played through for him. Messi! Kane gets flagged offside.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Now it's Perez. Messi. Great chance! Offside again. Into the channel. Well, that pass isn't the best. That's the throw. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And he's taking no chances there. Now it's Kane. Pires running with the ball. Pires going face-to-face with a decent chance! Sticks it away! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Neymar really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Jamaica have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Substitution in progress.
Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Oh, that's neat. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Wilshere is looking wide. Great vision. He's found a way through. Look at the space here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He's in plenty of space here. Van der Ven can get it clear. There will be 4 extra minutes. And they can counter here. Abe. And it's Messi. Costa Curta. And that will be the final act. Jamaica have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Neymar claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
On the road outside the stadium.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, it's not very often you look at your goalkeeper as a source of inspiration, but I think we can make an exception for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Such an incredible player, one of the safest pair of hands around.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. So that's got things underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's a good ball out wide.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Bellingham. And that's really well manoeuvred. Lobbed in behind. Bellingham is wide and looking to get onto this. Silva. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Oh, super ball. Neymar! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They've played it short. Costa shapes to shoot! Benfica are looking to go forward now. Diogo Dalot. And it's Valverde. Spread it left. Now it's Williams. Nico Williams. Hoisted in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Jamaica do have a chance to counter here. Oh, that's clever. Pedri. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. And it's Pedri. Out to the left it goes. Oh, nice touch. Played into the box. And he's there to clear it. Now it's Perez.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Pedri takes a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Guardiola getting this one clear. Jamaica have the chance to go the other way. Guardiola. It's Perez. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And the return pass. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Perez.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Perez, looking for the run. And the finish! It's there! The breakthrough strike! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Very nicely done. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Bellingham. Perez. Jamaica are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Now it's Messi. Perez. A header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Now it's Messi. Good ball, good take. Played out wide. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Nico Williams. Pedri. Aimed beyond the defence. Bellingham wins the duel this time. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Messi. And that could set him on his way. Now it's Bellingham. He's picked his way. Chance! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Jamaica are up by one then, but really feel they should be up by more.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Jamaica go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Here we go again then. Jamaica carrying a one-goal lead. And it's Kane. Now it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Costa Curta puts his foot on the gas. He has found the way through. Good take, and is he in? There's the shot! It's a really well-measured ball. Messi will not want to lose out. There's the header! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Knocks it into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left.
And a chance! Distributed tidily. Van der Ven does really well to win the ball there. Real chance here. He's had a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Pires certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Vardiol. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Now it's Valverde, played out towards the right wing. That's a shade optimistic. Bellingham. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. So we've reached the hour mark. Kimmich. Out to the right. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, this is intriguing.
Out towards the flank. Now it's Williams. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he was alert to it.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Pires. Pires. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. It's a mighty effort!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. That's really nicely played. Chance for a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 14.
Benfica can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Número 8. Número 4.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Played out to the right. Back towards the middle.
Benfica really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Costa Curta. Abe. Oh, good spread. Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 11. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 10.
Jamaica still ahead by the game's only goal. Nicely spread. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Gets his head on it! He has done it! Benfica are back in business. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Benfica grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Benfica really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
That's a sharp pass.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Takes on his marker. Camavinga. And it's Messi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get on the end of this? Can he latch on to this? He's on it, can he get away? Back in once more. And that has been cleared. Nice control. Here comes big header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Costa Curta. And it's Messi. And we're done. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Kane taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around, certainly when it comes to attacking creativity. So naturally you'll be bound to see him in the final third, where he can get the very best out of his strengths.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And this is Messi. Judge, surely! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Serginho, and it's Griezmann. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van de Ven. Van Dijk. Abe has a look and plays it forward. Mbappe. Threads one in. He can run onto that. Serginho. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early...
Shot a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, and one more try! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Vardiol gets rid without sophistication. Could move up a gear here. Bellingham. Now it's Messi. Neither side yet able to find the net. Looking to play him in. It's Kane! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
It's gone out for a throw-in.
Sub.
Bellingham. Garnacho. And this is Kane. Played back. And this is Kane. Look at the space here. Neymar! We've got a goal! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
After 20 minutes is number 11, Neymar!
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
And it's Sara, played out towards the right wing. Now here's the delivery. Vardiol clears it away. And this is Messi. He slings it in. Nicely weighted ball. And that could set him on his way. And this is Messi. He's shifting through the shapes to shoot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Jamaica really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Well, there's the clearance. It'll be a throw-in. Nicely spread. Neymar, he has a look up. Danger averted for now. That's a throw. Distributed tidily. Alexander-Arnold. That's a sharp pass. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Now he's off and running.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And that's been won straight back. Mbappe. Griezmann. Serginho gets into some space.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Neymar. Goes looking wide.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now it's Mbappe. Very nicely done. And this is Griezmann. That's a lovely, neat pass. That has been slung wide. Garnacho in acres of space out wide. Chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Messi goes short. Lovely bit of skill. Climbs up big! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Serginho. Now it's Kane. He shifted it to the flank. And the return pass. Now that looks a decent ball. He's picked his way through. That's a decent clearance.
You can never be short of runners into space.
And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Jamaica are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And it's Sarah. And this is Griezmann. Serginho's cross. Van der Ven attempts a clearance. Now he's got space here. Cleared away. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rafinha. Mbappe. Good ball, good take. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Vardiol. Looking for options for movement. It is a corner. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that is a nice touch. Kane. Alexander. And he's had a hit! And for a moment, time stood still. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Vardiol. Spread it left. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, sweet feet. Rafinha plays it across. And that has earned a reply. And the shot! And that is wildly off target.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Martinez gets it away. Now it's Bellingham. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message.
Big chance! He scores! And this is getting better and better. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Jamaica are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Messi. Shot, shoots! And he scored! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution for Galatasaray, number 13, Rafinha. Number 19, coming on the field, number 11, Phil Foden. Number 9, Mikel Oyarzabal. Substitution.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now it's Messi. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, no joy this time.
Galatasaray really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Deftly away. Costa Curta. Tries to pass it through. That is a great pick out. Kane tries a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitutions taking place.
Jamaica have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. He's found a way through, and a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Has another go! That is decidedly lacking.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run. And he's picked it up out wide. Messi. Can he finish? Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Jamaica nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's had a shot! He has done it! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Jamaica could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Whatever happens.
And that's that. Jamaica are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Kane taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Jamaica definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And an exciting one too. We're about to announce
That's
today's
it for tonight's match, so it just
Please
remains
watch
for me to... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The
everybody,
game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And now, lining up for Jamaica, number 12, Martinez. Number 5, Van Dijk. Number 37, Van de Ven. Number 6, Costa Curta.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Neymar. Neymar, sure.
Goes for a shot! This time, surely! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The goal scorer for Jamaica.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Jamaica penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. No, he's just misjudged that one. And it's been taken short. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Neymar looking to get on the end of this.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Serginho. Casemiro. And it's Serginho. That's Ruben Neves. Now it's Kane. Spread it left. And he's managed to get free. Oh, nicely intercepted. Costa Curta producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Perez. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Messi plays it short. There's the shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Messi goes short. Played in. And now a sudden chance to counter. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. It's Perez! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Abe. Tries a definite... Oh, what a climb! It's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Jamaica are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Perez.
That's going in strongly.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's neat. And this is Messi, delivered across. That's a corner kick. Ronaldo with the short one. Decent chance! And now they can spring out of defence. Abe. Van Dijk. Costa Curta. Abe. Nice looking ball. Now it's Kane. Messi. Guti. And that's a throw-in. Out of play for a goal kick. Not the most accurate pop. Perez! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Number 15, Ruben Pires. Ruben Pires. Ruben Pires.
.3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Beckham. That's a good ball out wide. Very nicely done. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. That's a decent clearance. Jamaica are looking to go forward now. Messi in acres of space out wide. Oh, nice touch. He slings it in. Ruben Neves with the clearance. Kane. Goes looking wide. It's a promising position. Oh, such a clever touch. Nicely spread. Now it's Neymar. He's found a way through. Neymar plays it in. Keeper's dealt with that. And he's had a hit. Outstanding save to keep that out.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
And the first half is done. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
Jamaica will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
And we're off again. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's found the way past. Shoots! He's got a goal! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Kane tries to play it through. Now there's a fine ball. Chance, surely! They've scored! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Number 15.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Jamaica are having a ball here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And this is Kane. And no, that was never going to make it. Abe. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Neymar. Messi. And this is Messi. And Messi! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Jamaica certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Oh, good spread. Now it's Beckham. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Pillars! And that is faded wide.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
53.
Abe kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Messi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he's worked it through. He's beaten the last man. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Can he get on the end of this? Lovely feet. And here's Perez. Oh, there's a probing ball. Beckham. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Messi. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Beckham. Great ball if he can get there. And the shot! He scored! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Number 9, Harry Kane! Harry Kane! Harry Kane!
Ruben Neves for Valverde. Cristiano Ronaldo. Great defending, strong and determined. And this is Kane. Nice control. Perez. Casemiro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That pass isn't the best. Valverde. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Van de Ven. Vardiol looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Costa Curta. And it's Messi. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Madrid making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
It's a pretty loose pass. Valverde. Beckham. Played through into space. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Lovely bit of skill. He's shifting through the gears here. Backward it goes. Swings it across.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
And it's Neymar. Played out to the right. Messi finds himself offside. Jamaica have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Serginho.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. He has found the way through. He's one-on-one, sure big chance! He has done it! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
15.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Number 18, Messi.
Ruben Neves.
Coming on the field is number
Messi.
21.
Now that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here. And this is Kane. Wilshere. Played out to the left flank.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He is through here. And the shot! And again! And yes, it's there! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
The goal is scored for Jamaica.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
That's at the end. Jamaica can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Perez, very much the man of the moment. His boots at their twinkling best. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So many thanks
And
to
just
Jim
quick
Beglin.
reminder
That's all we
today,
have time
please
for.
drink responsibly.
Good evening to you.
Anyone appearing intoxicated or behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Ashraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. So it's away we go then. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Saliba cuts it out. Camavinga. Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. And he opts to go forward. Perez. Now it's Kane. Messi has it out wide and in space. Very nicely done. And it's Bellingham. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Abe. Van Dijk. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Abe. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Lewandowski. Nicely spread. Oh, that's neat. Oh, well played, well played. Perez. Now it's Kane. Nuno Mendes. Great vision. Mbappe. Van Dijk gets a foot in here. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, easy pickings there. Vitz. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's looking wide. Camavinga cuts out the pass. And it's Hakimi. That'll be a throw-in. And it's gone back to the keeper.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Vitz. Vitz! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, split-second reaction.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
They've played it short. Caicedo has a shot! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. That's very neat. Guardiola. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Saliba, passing nice and neat. Spread out to the left. Nice control. Nuno Mendes. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. Plays it through. It's a promising position. Hakimi. That's tidy. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Guardiola. Van de Ven. And Guardiola. Bellingham. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Wits! And here's... tries a shot! That's going to go a long way. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Jamaica really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Looking for the run. Now it's Mbappe. He is just caressing the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Played in deep. Chance! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. There's the delivery. He rises!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Costa Curta. And here's Messi. Oh, that's delightful. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, they continue each to cancel the other out. And no, he's seen through all of that. Messi is herring after that one.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Camavinga. Vardiol spots it and intercepts. Perez picks it up out wide. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Looking for options for movement.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
And it's in! The breakthrough strike! Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Hakimi. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
No, again there's no way through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Jamaica clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's put paid to a promising move. That has not gone well. It's played through for him. It's Neymar! And he's found the net! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Messi. Nice bit of trickery. Great defending, strong and determined. And now they can clear their lines.
Jamaica really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Chance for a shot! It's a goal! And again they hit the front. You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Bellingham. Stood up well to him there. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Messi. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's
Kane! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Camavinga. Saliba. This is... And a chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
3 minutos de descuento.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Goulet. And it's Hakimi. Can he get it through? Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Perez. And time is up. Jamaica can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Jamaica really will be deflated by the result, not just because they lost, but the manner of this defeat, Peter.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. It's Kane! Oh, it's come loose. Can he spark a counter here? That's an imaginative pass.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's managed to get rid. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's James. Menu. James receives it in a wide position. Quick look, then plays it in. Van der Ven attempts a clearance. And now the breakaway. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi looking here to chip it through. Neymar. In comes the corner. And he's taking no chances there. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Well, that's beautifully weighted. To Ketelara. Gordon! Gordon! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Vardiol. Played out to the left flank. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left...
Decent chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. That has been slung wide. Ruben Neves. And it's made its way to him. James gets into some space. It's a mighty effort! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Now he's off and running. Real chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Messi. And it's Bellingham. And Vardiol. Looking for options for movement. It's a promising position. Pires with the delivery. Beckenbauer clears it away. Drives it in. Beckenbauer is there and he can get that clear. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Jamaica clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side. The current supply.
Shot a goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Pires actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
De Ketelara. Out towards the flank. Cross to the back post. Terrific header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Costa Curta. Bellingham. And here's Neymar. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And Messi! Just off target.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Beckenbauer goes direct. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. He's on it, can he get away?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Kane.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's found a way through. Played in by Pires. Gordon. So what can they make of this? Oh, that's well spotted. Van der Ven. And it's Perez. Bellingham. Oh, he's looking wide. Oh, he's found support out wide. This one is having a shot! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Ruben Neves.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And Cucurella. De Ketelara. Looking to play him in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That has been knocked clear. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Jamaica ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
There's the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Oh, nice touch. Cross needs to be good.
That's good defensive concentration.
Bellingham. And Guardiola. And here's Perez. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Perez. He's shifting through the gears here. Jimenez gets it away. And it's been taken short. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Cucurella. Gordon. Cucurella. De Ketelara. Shifted it to the flank. Out to the left it goes. Cross into the box. Looking for a corner. De Ketelara! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
De Ketelara clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, terrible pass. Neymar. Messi. Neymar. And the ball is out of play. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Almost an hour gone. That's a cute ball. Oh, good take in a good area. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Gordon. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Perez with the delivery. Menu. And it's Cucurella. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Messi in acres of space out wide. Bullish header! He scored! The breakthrough strike! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Harry Kane! Harry Kane!
Jamaica have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Spread it left. And it's Cucurella. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Threads one in. Oh, this is a... Can he finish? It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Manchester United, after 74 minutes, is...
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And this is Neymar. Oh, good ball! Kane! Oh, should have put that away.
Kane has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Oh, that's a key interception. Perez gets into a good position. It's Perez! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And this is... Oh, shooting chance!
Well, if they're looking to win this, they're certainly going about things the right way.
In by Messi, and he was alert to it. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now that looks a decent ball. He can get that clear.
Substitution for Jamaica, number 19, Bellingham. Coming on the field is number 17, Wilshere. Substitution in progress.
Messi, who does have an assist to his name.
There will be 5
And that
minutes
interception
added time.
was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played into space out wide. Jimenez.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Bruno Fernandes. Played out towards the right wing. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And it's hoisted clear. And that will be the final act. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Kane voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Many thanks to
I'm
Jim,
afraid to
and
tell
with that,
you that
it
we're
is a
expecting
very good
traffic
night
to
to
be
you.
heavy after the final whistle today.